Welcome to Close Quarters right here on High TV. Today we're speaking to Chatura Jayawardena, who is the General Manager at Abans. And today we're speaking about this whole jump in this whole digital gadgets that people want to buy, especially now that schools are at home, work is at home, those computers that we used to get at work is long gone. Those internet connections that we might enjoy at office is long gone. So secret downloads are now prohibited. So it's all on your data. So how do you exactly deal with all of this? Now, when it comes to having these equipments at home, it's quite important to have it. So to speak to you, thank you for being on the show.
Thanks, Danu.
And it's quite an interesting time for the space where we will buy these equipments from. And as somebody who is heading such a division with Abans, tell me, how has it been, especially these days? Has there been a boom in the market?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a mix of things. If I may bring the last year into perspective, 2020, because now we have another different dynamics altogether after the first and second wave. First year, 2020, when it just locked down, actually down April, so we were expecting, things to go bad. Actually, things to go bad. We didn't know what to do, or things like that. So, however, by the dawn of the year, results came that we had a phenomenal year in 2020, 2021, where we actually had 180% growth compared to last year, and our actually profits been staggering. So that is really not predicted, but it has led with this new normalities, new demands for digital, and people being in home for a long time. Certain dynamics have changed. So majorly we have seen incremental using digital devices like laptop and mobiles. Altogether, if you really think that when people are at home as families, so they tend to put more time behind their cooking, their entertainment, they need more stuff to store. So when you think the whole ecosystem together, so more appliances, more digital devices has been consumed.
Because I did a little bit of a background check on the digital space in terms of the products that sort of keep us going. There has been a boom in terms of people binge shopping for things like, another charger, another cable, little headphones here, and making things funkier. And it's just like, because it's just at your tip, and sometimes it may not even be the original. Like, everyone has got, like, let's say a pod in their ear, might not be the original, but they have not had a purpose to it till like 2 years ago, but now because they have so much of time in their hand, they seem to be purchasing it. And I'm a victim of it as well, because we tend to buy things that we think we have more time to use now, but it's not the reality. But there has been a boom in these purchases that sort of complement a laptop, a phone, like ring lights, for example. Who in the world knew that every house will have a ring light? Now every house has a ring light. I have a ring light. It's like it has become a mandatory thing to have. So tell me about that part of it. Has these other equipments being bought helped the core things to be purchased?
Of course, the core things were running smoothly. Then actually your need, say for example, you take a classic example. Now for for us, usual business is happening online. So you have where I used to travel to other countries, meet people and make impression, to do negotiations, discussions. Now everything you have to do with the resources that you have at your home, right? So the same example you bring the ring thing, right? The flashlight, the everything. So I have one, and because you want to be look good in digital presence, and you have to elevate your digital persona. Then you think about things around you when you do a call, things like that. So small things, and the ecosystems, like, okay, Abans is a big company. We predominantly selling big appliances, things like that. Now we saying impulsive buying. When you go to other Ali and things like that, the impulsive buying can happen. But now in a point that sometimes when you buy impulsive buying from a non-authorized or some small shops, you tend to have, you have the product, you use once, twice, then look, it's not working. So then people again, knocking big companies like us and same competition ecosystem to get a gadgets, things like that, those accessories, for that ecosystem, which has a good backing, good warranty, good support, and of course quality. I would say, there's a particular brand that we are selling, JBL. This is just, I'm putting an example. If you buy a JBL, say for example a headset, the original one and the fake one, if you look at, keep it on a table, you can't really figure it out. But the price wise, one may be 10K and one may be even 500 rupees. But the quality, the quality level that you get, and of course the health part of it, because these technical devices have frequencies. So some are good for you, some are bad for you, things like that. So entirely what happened is the bigger ecosystem were existing, but a new business avenue, like now what we are doing, what the new venture that we have started is smart education. So that is also something that we didn't have previously, but it's keep on evolving at a much faster rate right now.
Recently, there was a statement made by the Minister of Education saying that it must be tough for children to study at home because of the internet and laptop usage. Now, for example, I live in Piliyandala, and I am blessed in an equation where I can have my laptop and the requirements that I will need to have a more comfortable life. But our neighborhood, people who have been going into schools, now who have been restricted, for them to buy a phone that will have a camera that is actually going to literally be real time, because sometimes it can be so slow, is such a fortunate thing. It's just such a battle for them. Tell me, as organizations like you, not only Abans but other companies, have you all made any understanding, okay, the algorithm in the country is such that it's an island-wide search for studying at home, and some kid in Polonnaruwa, Badulla, all the most rural sectors in our country, or even in Colombo, in the most unfortunately borderline poverty, will not be actually able to buy a laptop, leave alone that, even a smartphone that will give them the flexibility to study. How have organizations like y'all come up with even a payment gateway or a payment plan, or have you all ever thought on making a subsidiary brand which will be cheaper, that everyone can afford? Is there any way of thinking on those lines?
Yeah, I'll have a different perspective on what you said about having the digital resources to do online classes and things like that, because I've been dealing with Ministry of Education for a long time, and in fact we had been doing several turnkey projects for them for last year as well. If you take the total resources that each schools have, even outside Colombo, I don't think they don't have resources. It's about using. It's about how familiar you go and use the laptop or desktop is given to them. For example, if you go somewhere rural schools, sometimes they have computers which has not been on for ages. So it's the usage part.
But this is home front.
Home front also, because sometimes our greatest strength from Abans is our hire purchasing schemes, where we actually give customers, say for example 100,000 laptop, you pay 3,000 and you pay equal amounts 1 year, 2 years. So that's been our strength, that's been our game in the market, and competitive companies like us and some others. So that worked really well, but that part, say for example, if you are a private school, if you are going to a private school, the school has an education system where you have a device, you connect.
Correct.
The problem with the government is, even though you have a device, they don't have
even the teachers to connect on those lines. Yeah.
So rather than spending digital resources, it's the diffusion process. It's how you train teachers. It's how you bring the whole ecosystem together first. Then comes to students. Luckily or fortunately, this whole lockdown thing has given many people on top to have more thought on this, and the diffusion process has been staggering, because now they want something somehow get to be done, and I know for a fact, if you read the budgets last year, the amount of money, billions of money they spend on the education budget, but they don't spend it. So it's the efficiencies within the government structure Actually, they have allocated money. It's not being utilized.
Mm.
So that's where the issue is actually at, and maybe there are fortunate kids who maybe don't want the laptop, maybe don't want the connectivity, maybe not likewise. So we don't have a mechanism to understand that. Rich kid may have the same, per capita contribution to education as a poor kid.
Mm.
So that's the whole ecosystem that we are battling. Actually, it's. I mean, as a nation, our kids are very good, solid. Education is being one of the key pillar in the country. But it's the top-down thing, which
It's
why
the-
money is not flowing.
Yeah, it's unfortunately the pyramid is just all over the place now.
Exactly.
Yeah, but because I think Sri Lanka is such a resilient country over the fact that even during the war we had people grading the highest in the north. So it just goes to show that not even a war can cripple our country, which
Yeah.
in terms of the urge to study and motivate themselves, which is brilliant. Tell me, during this lockdown, what have you learned individually as someone who has been in this corporate chain for so long? What have you learned with this time that you have had?
The biggest takeoff is leaner the better. So that's been the structure.
Leaner the
the structure.
not in size, right?
Both ways. Because now you have more time to work out.
Yeah,
things
true.
like that. So, that's one of the thing that I get 1 hour in the morning your driving time, and that is totally cut off. So you have to. So that's something you need to.
I know.
So I mean, yeah, I think it's overall thing. What I get is the lockdown is kind of stopped us and gave us a good blessing to be with your family, think to yourself, think to your health, everything, and of course to the business. Say for example, our company structure is very lean, very agile. So that's why we actually had the ability to change faster. Otherwise, if you have big structure like this big, one decision taken to come down, it will take a month's time.
Definitely,
Because
especially when you're not at work.
exactly.
By the time the memo travels all the way
Right.
down.
So our case is just a WhatsApp call, just a Zoom call. Boss
Done.
say you get it done. That's it.
It's done.
Yeah.
But there has been a shift in the market in terms of in the corporate field, where lots of people are finding it very difficult to come to the whole routine lifestyle again, getting up in the morning, getting dressed in your corporate shirt and tie, and then driving yourself into work. It is changing over the fact that people have now we have been living with it for nearly 1.5 years. They're like, this is so easy for me to just wake up in my PJ, still do my work on time, and still be efficient. Do you think getting people to come back to this routine life will be hard from a managerial point of view for you?
I don't think it will be hard, and I think it will be more efficient because I could deploy my team members the way that they want to engage in the business, right? Actually, some departments, for example, we had value department like pricing, support services, accounting. Actually, those guys can work at home. So we actually save space, energy consumption, everything. So that's and when I started, I said our profits have gone up. That's one of the reason the resource utilization seems more efficient, and people have more time with their families. So their motivation also high. Unless we had these pay cuts, at the first time, but everything is settled down. We give the bonuses and everything was given to employees. So if you keep the employee happy and give him the freedom, just to utilize himself. Sometimes if you have a client meeting, things like that, you have to walk. That part has to be there. The one-to-one relation has to be there. But right now with the whole digital ecosystem, you can communicate much faster. You can get details shared very efficiently. Otherwise, because early days you had to go to several meetings, to get things done.
True.
Right. Right now it's you just sit in one place, get somebody, over the Zoom or whatever. So it's been very efficient. It's been very efficient.
Superb. All right, thank you, Chatru, for joining us and giving us an insight to what our future in terms of the gadget market looks like. So I think it is a fundamental reason. I'm sure everyone who didn't have a laptop would have bought one. If you have had only one computer at home, you would have definitely purchased another because you cannot exactly fight for it. So these have been changes that the country has faced. One of the reasons why we wanted to speak to somebody who is in the running for it as well. Thank you so very much, Chandra.
Thank you.
And
Pleasure.
I really hope that everything works out good for you, for all of us. On that note, we will see you soon with another episode to Close Quarters. Till then, you stay safe in your quarter.